All right, everybody. It says I'm live. Today is June 19th. It's approximately 1:26 p.m. Central Time here in Wisconsin. And I wanted to bring up some sheer hypocrisy. If anybody gets a notification. And there's a reason why I went ahead and took those firework videos down last night. Not because of legal matters. I feel bad because I got Marley way too hyped up and running. And when he was awake this morning, he had trouble, let's say, walking, very fatigued, very sick. And I believe that it had to do with me lighting the fireworks for him because he's always loved to chase fireworks. All right. Says we have 0 in the house, but I see Kelly, Sister Kelly Kabuski, Sister Jeep Jeans in the house, R.A. Woo Hooty. Well, that's come on now, think about it. Ray, hey, come on, think about it. The Woo Hooty sneezes. Work with me. Actually, your picture looks kind of like the Woo Hooty sneeze. What's up? Brother Benji's in the house. Sister Lisa Webby with the thumbs up. Our Gulf War veteran with her beautiful 2 autistic sons that she worships the ground they walk on. And we have Cincinnati Jack. Good afternoon. Brother Josh, what's up? Yo, hope you're safe behind that wheel. Mr. Pink, hello, everybody. Hey, if your name's Mr. Pink, it should be like Ray A right here. Kind of pink it up a bit. I'm not making fun of your name. Showing 10 watching for me. Now it's back up. It's up to 16. Sister DB's in the house. Brother Michael Gale in the house. Showing 13 here. Thumbs up, everyone. I appreciate that. Mr. Pink. Just got home here for the week. The weeks. Well, we're glad you're home safe, and can't wait till you get your new toy in the mail if you haven't gotten it yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like yesterday. Okay, we're at 16 right now. It's going to be a short video. But I want, if anybody sees this in the archives, we got this from Marley, the turmerics, which actually has calcium, C3 complex, powerful antioxidant properties, healthy inflammation, blah, 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 blah. Let's see I used to be able to read anything from a mile away. Now I can't since I turned 41. Well, anyways, it has all the goodies in there, and it's got charcoal. So we started Marley on that yesterday. Unfortunately, it's not a capsule, but with his antibiotics, it's actually amoxicillin, and I've got plenty of that. So if we go beyond this and it doesn't help, I'm gonna, what do we got to lose? We'll just keep giving it. Continues to get worse. Then that's what's gonna happen. Picking up tomorrow. Oh, you lucky. You know what, Josh? You really should be making videos out there with your bang bang powwows or whatever, or you should be making videos while you're driving. Not so you can be YouTube famous or whatever. Let everybody know what's going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like I did before, and I'm going to share a screen, and I'm going to show the sheer idiotic hypocrisy when it comes to the far left. Now they all want to join in all these big crowds. They're taking over, or not taking over. They think they are taking over Seattle, Washington, 7 little streets or whatever. And oh my gosh, if you watch some videos, I'm going to ask, well, in Fair Use Act, I'm going to use clip that I seen from Sister of Wake Up when Tinfoil walked down and she videotaped. At the time, I believe it was Chaz. Now it's called Chop. All these far left, completely bat crazy young liberals that think that there is now a new country. But I want to show you this. Now, this is Dan Bonagino, but I'm going to cut through the chase and get to the clips. Look how fast everybody drops off. I was almost up to 20. As soon as I said that, dropped off 13. Cracks me up. Nobody wants to know the truth except the real people. Sorry about Marley. We have 2 dogs now. Had one put down a couple years ago. It's hard. Blessings to you. I appreciate that, Mr. Pink. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to do anything and everything I can. And same with Jennifer. But if when that they told us 3 days, but he when I was shooting off those fireworks last night, he loves fireworks. He was going crazy chasing them. But afterwards, it was not good. I mean, he could barely walk, hacking and all that. I felt so terrible. That's why, like I said, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I got to delete these just for my own self. All right, everybody, keep dropping out. All you libtards, keep dropping out all you want. Now we're back down to 11, 20-something. Not talking about Sister DB or Brother JB or Brother Michael Gale or Sister Janet Bolt, Mr. Paint, nobody. Brother Benny's in the house. Brother Benny in the house, always showing his support along with everybody else. This is going to be a short live stream. All right, so let's go to share screen. I hope you all can hear it. And this right here just shows the sheer hypocrisy of the far left mainstream media when it comes to wearing masks versus the protest. I'm sure some of y'all have probably seen this, but the way they put the clips together is just amazing. So if you are a Democrat and you're watching this, or if you're a liberal and you're watching it, well, same. I don't know. This is who you represent. And you represent them. The sheer hypocrisy is crazy. All right, Dan Bonagino, I'm going to have to turn this down. If y'all don't know Dan Bonagino, he used to be a Secret Service agent for the White House, Hillary Clinton, the Clintons, etc. Plus, he was a law police officer. Let's hit pause.
Better on audio.
Oh, remember when I said something about the coronavirus yesterday in the live stream? Isn't effective unless it's at a a Trump rally. If any of y'all remember that, if you can hit one, if you're watching, where I said, "Oh, we need the Patriots. Just keep him comfortable." You know what? It's coming down to that. It's coming down to that. Okay, so I read 2 together, but it's definitely coming down to that. We need patriots to defend our freedoms. Absolutely. He is a trooper. Just keep him comfortable. Oh, you're talking about Marmar. Thank you, Jeep Gene. I hope I didn't hit something wrong. No, I'm not going to be able. Let me look on my phone here since I dropped it. No, that wasn't a noise what you thought. That was the chair. The sheer hypocrisy from the left. And all you glitter snorting, Play-Doh eating, crayon chewing, soy sipping libertards that just happen to click on here because you want to see what's going on with Chop, no longer Chaz. This is the party. Well, I guess you're all the same because you're all hypocrites, complete hypocrites. All right, hold on. My mind went blank for a second. Turn this down. This will blow your mind. I actually don't think it'll blow your mind, simply because. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna start this all over again. Stop screen share because I didn't want to do what I did last time and sit there like an idiot talking to the screen, thinking everybody was watching. Hey, Hillbilly 420, sup, brother? Everybody, Shawnee, Shawnee Nation, Forest Deplorable in the house. Hashtag MAGA, hashtag America, hashtag CAG, hashtag love my President Trump, hashtag president or Trump is my president. I love that. What a way to put that up there. I refuse to wear a mask unless I'm in the hospital clinic. I feel you there, Sister Lisa Webby. But this is where I'm going to show you the hypocrisy, which we've all seen it, but when it's broke down, man, and just see how stupid the far left is. See how stupid CNN is. My phone's been acting up too, both of them. Must be Russia, but it could be the NSA. Either way, I could give two shits. And I've lost so many subscribers. And guess what? All those who've dropped off, you're not true, loyal subscribers. You are not a part of this family because we have on here, we agree to disagree at many times. This is a platform. We pray for each other. We help each other out, etc. Once again, I want to thank everybody for Marmar, the turmeric, which it has charcoal in it and a bunch of other good stuff. But they're not capsules, so I can't sprinkle on his food. Nor Jennifer, but we've been doing the rice and his, I guess, amoxicillin. And we have more amoxicillin, which if anybody's not outside of this realm, they know that human medicine like amoxicillin, like Valium, like other things, are the same. So they can both, they can take them both. No, it's global COVID-19. Okay, this is what I want to say. Okay, here we go. All right. I did this yesterday. I'm going to do it again, but I love Dan Bonaducci's, the way he broke it down. And I hope everybody could hear it. This computer sucks. But just see the sheer hypocrisy. I'm going to play it twice. It's only a couple minutes long. I'm going to play it, bam, and then I'm going to bring it back. What's up, Brother Mark Brandon Rowden? I always say Brother Mark. I'm still not used to the America VFW Tour. You haven't lost us and won't. We are here with you, Justin. You know what? That means the world to me. That truly does. You have no idea. It really does. Hi, Justin. Hey to you, everybody. You're here. Angela Lawrence. We got Marley, the turmeric, which, like I said, it has so much more. Very expensive, but thanks to your all support, it's got charcoal and all kinds of crap in it. Not crap, but the only thing is, I was kind of concerned about was they're hard. They're not capsules to sprinkle on his food. So, but once again, real quick, everybody, I took down the fireworks thing, not because I was worried about the neighbor. I was watching Marley when he was running. I'm sure you all seen it, where he was running as fast as he could to get the little Whistler bottle rockets, and it backfired because Marley was very, very, very fatigued after that, having trouble breathing, trying to give him water, this and that. And I made a huge mistake. As much as he loves to play and knowing that his days are numbered, and I hope to God this helps. And I'm not going to go there, but anyways, enough about that. We'll talk about that on another live stream. New to the stream. Hold on. New to the stream, getting pretty bad out here or out there where you guys are. Welcome to have you, and I'll let you know ahead of time. I read and spell like a drunk 3-year-old. So if I try to read your name, is Leo. I can't read it. But anyways, glad to have you here. And if you're here trolling, yeah, we love our trolls. We grab them, put them in a pen, greasy little sneaky, nasty little bastards, and we pull them out. We play with them, throw them up against the wall. We kick them. We feed them Play-Doh, and then once we put them back in the pen, we give them their nightly food of glitter, a little bit more Play-Doh. I've learned the Play-Doh is giving them the shiz, but and then we just play all kinds of crazy, stupid music that makes no sense. But I'm glad to have you aboard. Jose's in the house. All right, let me get started here. All right, check this out. Oops, hold on. I messed up. Let me share screen first. Oh yeah, that video I did with little Smiley. Screen sharing was canceled. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Are they gonna start this crap now? All right. With little Smiley, when I was playing his music, I'll show you real quick. I got a copyright strike on that one. Little Smiley singing his own music. And I let it, you know, I was laughing. I was like, little Smiley, I got a copyright strike because of your when I brought you up on the panel. And he was so upset and heartbroken. I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm not upset. I'm just messing with you. Bear with me 1 second. Copyright claim was created for content and officer charged with murder of Rayshard Brooks Rally. You remember that? When I let little Smiley play his music and sing? They gave me a copyright strike because of his music. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Anyways, let's hit play here. Let's figure out what we're doing. But once again, if you remember when I said you can go back yesterday, this was today. This was uploaded maybe an hour and a half ago, 2 hours. But when I said that the Wuhan virus, you can go back and watch the Wuhan. Is if you're in Chaz or if you're in a libtard state or county, that it goes down into lockdown, almost like a sense of what would you call it, hibernation. But if you go to a Trump rally, it just automatically explodes. But it was funny. He has the same kind of thought as that. But I want you to watch the video clips, which cracked me up.
Maybe not a good idea in the middle of the coronavirus. Where is the media on that? The answer is they were nowhere. So Newsbusters, the Media Research Center, does just terrific work. I can't hat tip them enough. Newsbusters put out a montage, a little over a minute. Now, I want you to listen to it. Now, this is almost, again, this is one of those, because we have two audiences. We have our video audience on YouTube, and then we have our audio audience on terrestrial radio and on our Apple Podcasts and elsewhere. For the audio listeners, I want you to listen to this minute clip of media figures like, you know, discredited Chris Cuomo, Joy Reid, and others. And I want you to pick out which clips are about the protests And which clips are about the Trump rally? On video, you'll get to see because there's a little headline above media addresses Trump rally, media addresses protest. But this is funny. It's almost better on audio because you'll figure it out in maybe 5 seconds in that when the media is talking about the George Floyd protest, the coronavirus, don't worry. The virus knows what rally it's at. It's cerebral like that. It understands.
That's exactly what I was talking about yesterday. The virus knows where it's at, this and that, but I kind of blew it up even more. But I was cracking up when I saw this.
The virus is only going to infect Trump rallies. The virus isn't going to infect anybody at a protest. Come on. It's a social justice warrior virus. It knows better. Listen to this cut. Again, try to pick out when they're talking about the George Floyd protest versus the upcoming Trump rally.
Rally time, the worst thing you could do in the middle of this pandemic.
Trump is defying CDC guidelines.
Trump is pretending the coronavirus has disappeared. What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
Oh, did you see the sheer hypocrisy? Let me start over. You got Cuomo, Chris Cuomo for CNN talking about the virus. Everybody's bringing up the virus because they want President Trump's mega rally shut down. But they're still pushing the narrative of all these rallies, or not rallies, but these protests and these riots. Just watch the sheer hypocrisy. And I'm going to play it over and over again. Maybe I'll let it go 24 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Pick out when they're talking about the George Floyd protest versus the upcoming Trump rally.
Rally time, the worst thing you could do in
rally time, the worst thing you can do. Are you kidding me? Have you seen Chris Cuomo pushing for the riots, etc., and telling them that basically what they're doing is great?
In the middle of this pandemic.
Trump is defying CDC guidelines.
Trump is pretending the coronavirus has disappeared.
All right, you saw that where he just said Trump is pretending the coronavirus has disappeared. Now you have this same guy, I don't remember his name, but he's a piece of garbage, talking to one of the protesters days before Black Lives Matter.
What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
A celebration there, carnival-like atmosphere. There's a guy who has a sign that says free hugs.
Music.
Free hugs. Look at all these people. Look at all these people protesting, rioting. And then he brags about, I'm going to go back, he brags about Don Lemon, brags about free hugs, or somebody else does. So you have somebody out there on the far left that's going through these riots that are giving out free hugs, but that's okay. But Trump and Trump supporters can't have a rally.
Time, the worst thing you could do in the middle of this pandemic.
Trump is defying CDC guidelines.
Trump is pretending the coronavirus has disappeared. What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
A celebration there, carnival-like atmosphere. There's a guy who has a sign that says free hugs.
Music, people are hugging.
Look at that. That's
The coronavirus has disappeared. What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
A celebration.
A celebration. A celebration.
There, carnival-like atmosphere. There's a guy who has a sign that says free hugs.
Music.
Music, blah, 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 blah. Everything's great. Everything's great. George Floyd protest during a pandemic. Music, etc. Everybody locking arms in arms. Everybody dancing. Everybody, guy carrying a sign that says free hugs. All that is perfect. But God forbid President Trump has a rally. What about COVID-19? If y'all don't see the hypocrisy in all this crap, and I know most of y'all are wide awake, I'm talking about the libetard that accidentally slips on a banana peel and lands on this channel for a second.
People are hugging.
People showing up to his precious rallies might get sick. I mean,
people that show up to his rally might get sick because of the pandemic.
They're acknowledging they might get sick and die.
Is that a smart move to have a rally during a pandemic?
This is going
Is that a smart move to have a bullcrap race riot? Shoot, I can't even think right now how to put it into words. But hold on, let's go back to Chris Cuomo. If y'all don't mind, I'm going back and forth. If you can't hang out, I get it because it's annoying, but I just want to show the hypocrisy. It's okay. Once again, you got that Chop, used to be Chaz. You have all these libtards that are marching the streets, locking arms and arms together. Not all of them have masks, and by the hundreds of thousands. But, oh, God forbid, President Trump has a rally. You know why? Because COVID-19.
Large campaign rallies with thousands of people packed, as he said, shoulder to shoulder.
It's unclear exactly how he can even return to these large-scale events given the pandemic.
Tens of thousands showed up for a march in Floyd's honor.
Look at all them people. Holy crap. Damn it. I hate this computer.
Beautiful moment. I love you. A moment of respect and love.
President Trump is still planning to hold large campaign rallies with thousands of people packed, as he said, shoulder to shoulder.
It's unclear exactly how he can even return to these large-scale events given the pandemic.
Oh, the pandemic. Given the pandemic. Look what we have here, everybody. I'm sure it's going to be blurry because my computer sucks. But look at all these people. George Floyd protest during pandemic again. Look at all these people, shoulder to shoulder, putting their fist up. Black Lives Matter. You know, if you do a Nazi symbol, you're a white supremacist, which I would never do that anyways. I'm not even freaking white, Native American, but look, putting their fist up. That's just a little piece. It's okay for them. Do you see the hypocrisy in this? The far left liberals, it's okay for them to join together. But it's not okay for President Trump to have a rally. For us, conservatives, conservative Christians, we're not allowed to go to a Trump rally. No, we got to keep our social distancing. What about the cameraman right there? I don't see any straps over his ears. I bet he's not wearing a mask. She's not wearing a mask. She's not wearing a mask. He's not wearing a mask. She's not wearing a mask. It goes on and on and on.
Of thousands showed up for a march in Floyd's honor. A massive crowd. And
look at all those people. George Floyd protest. Look at all those people. But the narrative now, once again, CNN on the far left, CBS, all that stuff, are talking about how reckless President Donald Trump would be to have a major rally. Does that make any sense? Can anybody put, if you think that's ignorant, can you put a 1 in the chat? Because I have to look on my phone because I can't see nothing here. But do you think that what they're saying with, once again, look what I'm showing, George Floyd protest during a pandemic, Houston march for George Floyd, it says at the bottom. But President Trump and Trump supporters aren't allowed to have a rally because there'll be too many people shoulder to shoulder, and that is extremely dangerous. Well, I don't see any 1s, so I guess maybe I might be wrong. Unless I'm super delayed. Okay, I see a 1 there. The American people are watching. Those who are watching and are asleep are starting to wake up. 1. Okay. Yeah, there's a huge delay here, but look at the hypocrisy. Look at all them people. They're there for George Floyd. Well, I guarantee about this many people are there for George Floyd. About the rest of these people are here because they want free stuff. They want to fight. They want to rally. They just want to be a part of something.
I mean massive.
Tens of thousands of protesters.
Thousands and thousands, up to 200,000 people. Public health experts are warning about the
over 200,000 people. But then we flip to another one. Trump rallies during a pandemic.
Risks of gathering in crowds like the president's rally.
Health officials said the president's rally will pose a risk. Social justice over social distancing, we understand that to some extent.
This week, more than 1,000 physicians and healthcare professionals signed a letter supporting the demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it.
Go right back. There we go again. Chris Cuomo, you freaking idiot.
Demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets.
You like that? You got two Democrats, one talking about Trump rally, stay home, people, and the other one says stay in the streets, talking about the riot.
This week, more than 1,000 physicians.
It's quick, but catch it.
And healthcare professionals signed a letter supporting the demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets. Continue to protest. Continue to have your voices be heard.
Stay in the streets. Continue to have your voices be heard. I'm going to play this again for people that just walked in. I'm going to let it roll through the whole time. I'm not going to say a word. But the sheer hypocrisy from the left, all of a sudden, now it's okay for all the protests, and see how many people are protesting. But if Trump has a rally, he's putting all kinds of people in danger from the so-called BS, Hatchu, Woo Flu, Karate Got a Woo Woo virus.
Listen to this cut. Again, try to pick out when they're talking about the George Floyd protest versus the upcoming Trump rally.
Rally time, the worst thing you could do in the middle of this pandemic.
Trump is defying CDC guidelines.
Trump is pretending the coronavirus has disappeared. What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
A celebration, their carnival-like atmosphere. There's a guy who has a sign that says free hugs.
Music, people are hugging. People showing up to his precious rallies might get sick. I mean, they're acknowledging they might get sick and die.
Is that a smart move to have a rally during a pandemic?
This is going to be a breeding ground for coronavirus. We need to stop that. We need to ban political rallies.
It's a beautiful moment where people can get together.
Beautiful moment.
Very touching and extraordinary.
It's a beautiful, beautiful moment. I love you. A moment of respect and love.
President Trump is still planning to hold large campaign rallies with thousands of people packed, as he said, shoulder to shoulder.
It's unclear exactly how he can even return to these large-scale events given the pandemic.
Tens of thousands showed up for a march in Floyd's honor. A massive crowd, and I mean massive.
Tens of thousands of protesters.
Thousands and thousands. Up to 200,000 people. Public health experts are warning about the risks of gathering in crowds like the president's rally.
Health officials said the president's rally will pose a risk. Social justice over social distancing, we understand that to some extent.
This week, more than 1,000 physicians and healthcare professionals signed a letter supporting the demonstrators.
A political
Oh,
rally.
did you hear that? I just caught that just now. Thousands of basically medical doctors support the rally. Wow. Listen to that.
Experts are warning about the risks of gathering in crowds like the president's rally.
Health officials said the president's rally will pose a risk. Social justice over social distancing, we understand that to some extent.
This week, more than 1,000 physicians and healthcare professionals signed a letter supporting the demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets. Continue to protest. Continue to have your voices be heard.
Holy crap. Unbelievable. Can you not see the hypocrisy that runs deep? The sheer hypocrisy. CDC is a nonprofit organization. Yes, we do know that. CDC is a complete freaking fraud. Oh, maybe somebody said Sister Lisa Webby said CDC isn't CDC and not okay. Yes, I was going to say because I know for a fact they are. The CDC is it's a corporation. It's a huge corporation. But did you all see the hypocrisy and all that stuff when the far left? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Black Lives Matter, Antifa, etc. You all will do anything to disrupt the elections that are coming up. And you have now what they're doing, as we all know, they are politicizing what these officers are doing, protecting themselves and stuff. When it comes to shootings, etc., they're politicizing. It doesn't even matter if you're caught on camera and somebody sticks a gun to your forehead, and he just happens to be African American, and you're a police officer, and you draw faster and shoot him in the chest. Guess what? More than likely, you're going to prison because you should have just relaxed. You know, Black Lives Matter. You know, nobody else's lives matter. Satan is where. That's pretty funny. Satan is a wonky clown wearing now his COVID-19 crown. I like that. Angel Lawrence, I see the BS, Justin. Absolutely. You see that? Yeah, I mean, it's just like one minute it's like, how can President Trump put all those people in jeopardy? And then the next clip, it's, how did it feel walking arm in arm with these protesters, you know, for George Floyd and blah, 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 blah. It is total bullshit. And we as Americans have to, if you want to go to the Trump rally, you drive your ass to the Trump rally, even if you're outside. If you want to go places and you know, we as the silent majority will only be pushed too far. You can only poke the bear too much. All right. And I'm going to go if, I'm going to wait till I talk to her. I know Wake Up wouldn't care, but Tinfoil walked through at the time was Chaz. Now it's Chop in Seattle, Washington. But these idiots honestly believe that that's their new country now. They don't realize that there's going to be a point where Trump or somebody, we're all going to get together, this and that, or the militias are going to say, you know what? You've had your time to lay around, smoke weed, eat mushrooms, shit in buckets, pee in the corner. You know, it's been 3 or 4 weeks. You haven't took a shower. Y'all reek. You know, it's time to go home. Oh, we're not going home. Well, guess what? Bam. You're going home. You're going home in a coma. Or you're going home getting your ass beat. Regardless, you're going home. All sponsored by the global elites, George Soros, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, etc. And once again, political Avenger, when she said that in that video, you all are walking to your slaughter by the ones that are basically funding you. The ones that are funding you are leading you to your slaughter. So you got Black Lives Matter, you got Antifa and all these other groups because they're fighting white privilege. They're fighting white privilege. They're fighting capitalism. Guess what? Who just paid for all those signs once again? Who is paying for you to stay there? Who's feeding you? And if you look down the street, there's a clip. I think it was Tinfoil. There was a whole bunch of porta potties. That's what you use when you're working construction. It's a toilet, you know. They call it, you know, a John Boy or porta potty. There's a whole bunch of them. How come they don't have those in San Francisco for all the homeless? They would rather than piss on the streets and take a dump in the middle of the road and leave their needles around for little kids to have to step over. So much hypocrisy in this. It makes no sense. Say hey to everybody in the house. Just seen a big drop. But I want to thank everybody that came in the beginning. I'm going to scroll way up here. Wow, a lot of people talking. American VFW Tour. We need the desert outside Vegas. Oh, we in the desert outside Vegas. Sorry, I read that wrong. I was like, what the heck does that mean? You know what I was thinking too? This morning I was laying there and I was like, you know what we should do? Round up all these people in CHOP and all these liberals, these Antifa members, lock them up. but put them on a plane and send them to China. Not even North Korea. North Korea can't take them on because they're, they barely have enough food to, feed their people. But send them to China because China hates Americans, and Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Not all Black Lives Matter. And I'm not just saying that to be politically correct. They hate America. So guess what? You want to live in a communist country? Well, guess what? You have no choice. You're going to zip tie you behind your back. You're going to take what you're wearing because you've been wearing the same outfit for 3 weeks anyways. You don't care about clean clothes. And we're going to put you on these huge, huge jets and military jets and planes or whatever. And we're going to fly you all the way. Actually, we're not even going to feed you either. We're not going to feed you on your flight. You ain't getting no peanuts, even though they don't serve peanuts anymore. But then we're going to land in some, I don't know. I think the best thing to do would be land them in one of those, should it be Beijing or should it be one of the, it's got to be Beijing, China. I was thinking some of, out in the woods type area, but they can still have some of their freedoms. And land all these planes and lower the doors and say, here you go, China. Here's your new soldiers. And they're going to be like, oh, this is great. Hey, we love you. We support you. Blah, 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 blah. They're going to walk up with clubs. They're going to knock them out. They're going to drag them. And guess what? These little soy sipping, Play-Doh eating, crayon chewing, glitter snorting, freaking still playing with Barbie dolls at the age of 30, grown man, whack jobs, are going to wake up in a concentration camp. And they're going to be like, oh, freezing their butts off because they, on a hard ground. And they're going to, an officer's going to come. They're not going to understand what the heck he's saying. And they're going to be like, can I have a soy latte? They're going to grab them by the ankle, pull them out, put a pick in their hand, push them out, send them right to where they got to be in the fields. And if they sit there and cry, they're going to stick a freaking rifle or a handgun to their head. That's what they need to do. You want to live in a communist country? Antifa and other idiot freaking, even certain people in Black Lives Matter. They want a form of communism. You all know the true story about Mandela. Mandela come out of prison as a hero and became the president in Africa, one of the African countries. Did you know Mandela was arrested for killing and slaughtering hundreds of thousands of people, I believe? He used to stick tires over their head. The people that he hung out with, basically, his rebel group, or etc., put tires over these people's heads while they were tied to trees, etc., and set those tires on fire. Killed babies, mutilated babies. That's why he went to prison for 20 years. And then when he came out, he became a martyr and he became president. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Once again, I'm going to play the clip. I'm going to play the clip one more time because now they want to go against Trump having a rally. And all of a sudden, it's okay. And I see you in there, Sister Queen. It's okay. Which, much love. And then I'm going to have to say something. A huge prayer request when it comes to Sister Angel Cortita. The hypocrisy of the far left media. It's okay for all these people out there rioting, but President Trump is scheduled to have, what the hell is this? Is this my page? Yeah, that looks weird. expected to have a huge Trump rally. All right, let me pause it here for a second.
It's the greatest thing.
Now, listen to the hypocrisy. Listen to the hypocrisy once again from the far left, talking about, okay, it's okay to riot in the streets with everybody holding hands, locking arms together, this and that. But if Trump's going to have a rally, it's not right because there's too many people and he's putting people's lives in danger because you can't have crowds.
Rallies. The virus isn't going to infect anybody at a protest. Come on. It's a social justice warrior virus. It knows better.
I swear he stole that from me yesterday. Just joking, but that's exactly what I said, but different terminology.
Listen to this cut. Again, try to pick out when they're talking about the George Floyd protest versus the upcoming Trump rally.
Rally time, the worst thing you could do in the middle of this pandemic.
Trump is defying CDC guidelines.
Trump is pretending the coronavirus has disappeared. What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
There, I got to go. I got to stop this for the ones that haven't come in here and watch the hypocrisy, where I'm not even talking about this complete whack job, Cuomo's brother. I'm talking about he's been pushing and praising these riots, etc. But now all of a sudden, oh my God, Trump's having a rally coming up soon. What about COVID-19? Well, what about COVID-19 during all these riots? You freaking idiots. But listen to this other idiot, not Chris Cuomo. He's a moron.
Time, the worst thing you could do in the middle of this pandemic.
Trump is defying CDC guidelines.
Trump is pretending the
You hear that?
coronavirus
Trump is pretending. Okay, just listen to him.
has disappeared. What did it feel like to be marching arm in arm there with the police chief?
Now, did he ask him, were you worried about getting the coronavirus or whatever? No, he was like, how did it feel marching with the police chief? How was it with hundreds of thousands of people or even tens of thousands of people? How did it feel? Was it great? Didn't say anything about COVID-19. And every time they talk about George Floyd protest, see if they mention COVID-19.
A celebration.
Oh, celebration.
Their carnival-like atmosphere. There's a guy who has a sign that says "Free Hugs."
Free hugs. Could you imagine if I was wearing a Make America Great Again hat and I had a sign that said "Free Hugs"? First off, I'd probably have about 100 people trying to kick my head in, and then I'd be accused of trying to spread COVID or something.
Music, people are hugging, people showing up to his precious rallies might get sick. I mean, they're acknowledging they might get sick.
Oh, okay. So Trump supporters will get sick if we show up to his rally, but you can protest arm in arm, and it's a carnival-like atmosphere, and a guy giving out free hugs. Don't worry about them. They can't get coronavirus because they're liberal. They're not conservatives or Trump supporters.
Sick and die.
Is that a smart move to have a rally during a pandemic?
This is going to be a breeding ground for coronavirus. We need to stop that. We need to ban political rallies.
It's a beautiful moment where people can get together.
Beautiful moment.
Very touching.
Beautiful moment where people could get together. Absolutely beautiful.
An extraordinary.
It's a beautiful, beautiful moment. I love you. A moment of respect and love.
President Trump is still planning to hold large campaign rallies with thousands of people packed, as he said, shoulder to shoulder.
It's unclear exactly how he can even return to these large-scale events given the pandemic.
Tens of thousands.
Well, right there, George Floyd protest during the pandemic. That's just a little snip clip. Once again, the guy wearing or taking pictures. Where's his mask? The guy right here with the camera. Where's the rubber bands around his ears? Where's the guy wearing a mask here? Where's Chubbs here? Where's she? Where's her mask? Where's this little person's mask? Where's this person's mask? Where's his mask? I don't see the rubber band around his ears. There's a huge difference. See the rubber bands? You see the rubber bands? No. George Floyd protest during a pandemic.
That showed up for a march in Floyd's honor. A massive crowd.
Oh, there you go. George Floyd protest during a pandemic. Massive crowd. Look at all those people. It's okay for them to protest. But Trump is having a rally soon. And then now we're going back to the narrative. CNN, Trump's putting everybody in danger by holding a rally. But all these protests are fine. Once again, this was a special bio weapon that was created by China that only affects Trump supporters or conservatives.
Massive.
Tens of thousands of protesters.
Thousands and thousands, up to 200,000 people. Public health experts are warning about the risks of gathering in crowds like the president's rally.
Health officials said the president's rally will pose a risk. Social justice over social distancing, we understand that to some extent.
This week, more than 1,000 physicians and healthcare professionals signed a letter.
Oh, listen to this. Over 1,000 healthcare workers, talking about doctors, signed a letter that stated that the protests were okay.
Justice over social distancing, we understand that to some extent.
This week, more than 1,000 physicians and healthcare professionals signed a letter supporting the demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets. Continue to protest.
Hear that one more time. Stop it, people. Stay home. Talking about the Trump rally. And then you hear his colleague on a different channel or a different time saying, stay in the streets. The sheer hypocrisy runs deep. You all are being lied to. It's like the Pied Piper just playing the flute and letting you all walk off of the cliff. And you all, if I were to walk up to somebody that was on the far left and say, you know what, just give them, just say I stole their car. And I handed them the keys and said, no, I didn't steal your car. Trust me, I didn't steal your car. It was, it was some kind of unicorn or whatever. No, they would know that I stole their car and they would be furious. Well, why are they not getting furious at these lawmakers and these CNN Live and all that for lying to them? Lying to them over and over again. No wonder they're batshit crazy. Because 1 minute they hear one thing, and then another thing, or another time they hear something else completely different. They can't make up their minds. Inside their brains spinning like the gravitron at the freaking local, shoot, I can't even think about it. What it's called, the local fair, the gravitron. That's what's going on in their brains because they're being spewed lies.
Demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets. Continue to protest. Continue to have your voices be heard.
I'm going to play that one more time. And then I'm done.
Box of
when he says, stay at home, talking about the rallies, but his colleague, what he says about protest.
Risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets. Continue to protest. Continue to have your voices be heard.
And the reason why I'm showing this, you can look at the headlines up top where it says Trump rallies during pandemic.
This rally will pose a risk. Social justice over social distancing.
Oh, do you notice he's right here? He's wearing a suit. Probably. Oh crap! I forgot. I'm supposed to be wearing my my scrubs to look like a real doctor.
We understand that to some extent.
This week, more than
that was earlier.
1,000 physicians and healthcare professionals signed a letter supporting the demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it. Just stay home, people. Stay home.
Damn it. I messed up again. Well, anyways, I'll try one more time, not going too far.
Demonstrators.
A political rally like checks every box of risk.
Stop it.
See up top, Trump rallies during pandemic. What does he say? Stop it. Stay at home.
Just stay home, people. Stay home. Stay in the streets.
Stay in the street. George Floyd protest during pandemic. Stay in the streets. Look at all those people.
Continue to protest. Continue to have your voices be heard.
It's the greatest thing. That end clip is the Joe and I know Michael Steele well. He is. He was. That was Michael.
Anyways, I hope you all get the gist of the hypocrisy. Once again, let me go ahead and get rid of this. Stop screen. Whew. I hate politics. It's all demonic. God will exactly. You know, it's all gonna happen. I love that. Sister Lisa Webby, CNN, smack on the face. It just goes to show you, you know, I'm so sick of saying the word hypocrisy, but that's the only way you can put it. Lies, hypocrisy, etc. You know, sit there and tell it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Go out there and protest. Go ahead and burn down buildings. Go ahead and kick in cars. Go ahead and attack police officers or officer vehicles. Go ahead and burn down Wendy's. You know, beat up old people, etc. Oh wait. Oh, Trump rally. Oh shit. Pardon my French. 10/22/34. We need to change this right now. CNN, we are live. They are going forward with the Trump rally. All right, put the headlines up. What's that name again? That flu thing? Oh, no, not H1N1. Yeah, COVID. Yeah, put it up top. COVID-19. Let's turn around enough. We'll just put the rallies on hold for a second, the riots, and everybody. Remember, this is code 3. Remember code 3. Go, 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 go. Trump having a rally. COVID-19 is putting everybody in danger. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's exactly what it sounds like. That's exactly what it's complete BS. The hypocrisy is so crazy. Ooh, I hear thunder. This is awesome. We have a great thunderstorm coming in. I love thunderstorms. I truly do. I love them. But does that not seem so hypocritical, everybody? Oh, Jason jumped in. I didn't see anybody. It's too obvious what their agenda is. God bless. It is. But the sad part is you got people in chop. Chaz. Well, it was Chaz at first, and I forgot there was some legal word for it or whatever. But, I mean, you want to talk about just so lost in the brain, so far gone. And you know what? The reason why, and I guarantee you 99 or 95% will agree with me. They don't know the Word of God. They have been taught since they were children that our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, is a fairy tale like the Tooth Fairy. That it was a Big Bang Theory. Okay, so you're telling me that since planet Earth is right here and the sun's here, perfect distance away. I mean, to a T, perfect. That all of a sudden, this planet Earth, you know, after all the Big Bang and, you know, gravity, the spinning gravity made planets, that just because Earth is so far from the sun, it's hard to do in the camera, that all of a sudden there's going to be life. It starts with like a microorganism, and then it becomes something else, and then next thing you know, it crawls out of the ocean. Next thing you know, it's type of an ape, and then grows into man. You know, Darwin's theory too, survival of the fittest, all this crap. No, no way, because you have emotions. We have emotions. We cry. We miss our loved ones. If somebody passes away, we're devastated. The love that we have for our children when they're born is unconditional, like nothing we have ever felt before. And the love that we have for one another and for many of us, we want to help and protect people that are in harm's way and not stand behind the camera and be like, oh, hell, watch this old lady get kicked, kicked down on a subway a seat. That's a terrible thing trending on Twitter. And then laughing and videotaping dudes kicking somebody that's down in a riot or whatever, protest, and running up and kicking them, kicking his head like a football. You got hatred, you got love. That's not because Earth is here and the sun is here and they just happen. But if it was like this, it would never happen. It's our souls. We are born and we have a soul. And we learn hatred, we learn love, etc. A lot of these people that we see right now are atheists, never been taught the Bible, never read the first page in the Bible, promised all kinds of BS. They feel that they're entitled, etc. That's where our world is heading right now. Anyways, I want to thank everybody. Well, you know what, Ray? You can believe that. There is no gravity. The earth is flat. That was something that started, I believe, 10 years ago. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Me personally, the earth is round like a big old basketball. But everybody's entitled. Here on this channel, we agree to disagree. We agree to disagree. I'm not going to hate somebody because they think the earth is flat and there's no gravity. And I'm telling you, there is gravity. Because when I got here, I was about 180 pounds, my normal weight, muscle, whatever. Now I'm like 250,000 pounds. Guess what? It's hard to walk. That gravity's pulling down on my fat ass. But regardless, we are here to agree to disagree. We don't bash others unless it's something that's completely racist, disgusting, etc. You know what? Maybe one day I'll bring you up, Ray, and you can say what you got to say and try to convince people otherwise. Hey, if you think the earth's flat, if everybody thinks, yep, click, Justin, locked and loaded. You got that right. And we're locked and loaded for Marley once again. The turmeric with the charcoal in it and his antibiotics. And once again, last night I did the live stream. I was upset, whatnot, but had Marley chasing the that's his favorite thing to do. And I wasn't even thinking because he was so lethargic and so wore out because he can't help it. He's got to chase something. And me being stupid, I'm like, pow, shooting off them fireworks. So I had to go ahead. I had to take him down. We'll do some other videos. But yes, Justin, totally the truth will come out soon. And everyone will choose to know. That's what I say. And same with, Sister DB says it cracks me up when people say that about the earth. To be honest with you, it does me. I'm like, actually not like it used to. When I first heard that people believed that the earth was flat, I was like, are you serious? This is a joke. And then I did my research, and people strongly believe that. They're entitled to their own beliefs. Okay? And guess what? The day we die is the day we'll know and have all the answers. Is the earth flat? Do you go to hell if you commit suicide? Yada, 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 yada. That'll be the day. That's why you got to get right with God. I don't care if the earth is flat or if it's round or if it's shaped like a banana. To me, it still looks the same when I go outside. All right, everybody. Much love. Thank you for coming in and watching this live stream. And No, I did not. Did you see the video I sent you with the medical recipe for Marley? No, Sister Woods. Did you send that to my email? And if you did, which one was it? Was it Yahoo or Gmail? Well, anyways, I will go ahead and check both. No, I got 3 emails. Here we go. This is one thing I want everybody to pray for. Sister Angel Cortita. This is the message I received. Now everybody says it's under one of your videos. Okay, I'll check it out. As brothers and sisters in Christ here, we always say we love each other. Like Brother Mark, much love. Love you, brother. Brother Benny, love you. I got a text at 9:55 a.m. and it says, sick of it. No, I love you. Heart, heart, heart. I needed to tell you. Now, if you all know, Sister Angel Cortita is in law enforcement. I want all of you all to pray that she is just was having a bad night or a bad day, and pray that she did not do something that she can't take back, like what my mom did, and what so many police officers are doing these days. The suicide rate of police officers has risen substantially high, but for her to send that, sick of it. No, I love you. I needed to tell you. And I put sick of what? Question mark. 10:18, I put, now you have me worried. Sick, ... And then 11:24, okay, I'm definitely freaked out. You see it right here. No way to get hold of her. Not responding to emails or text messages. All right. But anyways, I hope everybody heard what I had to say about Sister Angel Cortita, law enforcement, and pray that she wasn't one of many that just had enough and overstepped those bounds. Hopefully she's just sick of what's going on and went to sleep. I don't know. So I ask all of you all to pray for Sister Angel Cortita. Pray for everybody here. Pray for Sister Sue Woods. Pray for Sister Janet Bolt, DB, Brother Mark, his wife, and just everybody. We humbly come here together, and that's what I love about this channel. And once again, this channel belongs to you all, because if not for you all, I would have no channel. I would be just talking to myself, talking to the wall. And this channel has been built from every single one of you all, even the trolls. The trolls are what give me kind of the fuel I need to keep going. Because there's times I just want to hang it up and just delete the channel. But more and more that the trolls continue to bash me, it just gives me more incentive. But I'll read this again. Sister Angel Cortita, sick of it. No, I love you. I needed to tell you. No response. Like I said, I've been plus emails. Oh, you see that stupid camera. Just like I love you, brother Michael, sister DB, love you, DM Damad, love you, sister Jeep Jean, love you, Angel Lawrence, much love, everybody, sister Lisa. You know, this channel here, yeah. Sometimes we get a little wild, crazy. A lot of times we, I don't, you know. This channel is what it is, and it's all of ours. And to see something like this has me extremely worried. And I wanted to share that with you all to please, after I get off here, say a prayer for Sister Angel Cortita, our singer, just like Brother Mark. And even Little Smiley, he does the best he can. And she's law enforcement. So everybody pray, if you don't mind. Even if you don't believe in the power of prayer and you want to send healthy energy or something her way, that would mean the world to me. All right, Sister Sue Woods, I see that. As soon as I jump off, I will check it out. Fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God, fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. God bless. Later.